Good morning. Hello. Hi. How in the balls are you? Well, I hope. Welcome to Tuesday's Strum. Plan for today is the Miami Grand Prix weekend, which is also another sprint weekend, I believe. Back-to-back sprints at the moment. And then we will be switching to FC24 to be close to rounding up the season. But I don't know whether we'll get the season finale today or not, actually, in the FC24 save. Depends how things go. Also, depends how long bloody Miami takes, to be completely honest. But we, of course, picked up a significant handful of points last time we raced, which was
lovely. A P2. We'll take a fucking P2 every time.
A P2 in China, which we're very, very pleased with. And hopefully we can replicate it in Miami. I don't think we will, but hopefully we can at least score some decent points. That's the dream. Right, let me sort the YouTube stream out, and then we can tweet the stream out and then just get recording. Just need to every time you go live on YouTube, you need to set the game title and add a thumbnail and tell it if you want ads or not, because it just doesn't save any defaults, which is always stupendous. Really, really good fun having to do that every time. One day they'll maybe fix it, maybe. Right, let's tweet the stream out, shall we? Let me mute that. Live now. Miami Grand Prix weekend, then F124 driver career, and then FC24 realistic RTG career mode. Career mode. And then just add the links. Twitch, YouTube, How are we all today anyway? You guys have a good Monday evening? Apologies for going offline slightly earlier yesterday. We should be live all the way through till 6 or just gone 6 today. Same weather for you in Miami as it was in China, yikes.
Yes, I watched it.
And it was glorious. Looking forward to the finale next week. Although I've a feeling that the finale next week is gonna do nothing but leave us waiting for a hell of a lot more action. But the ending scene was very much so, yes. He's like, I'm coming, and she was like, fucking bring it, and he was like, okay, Nolan. maybe next time. Not right now. Right, let's hit record. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the F124 driver career here in the second season, albeit our first season at Ferrari. In the last round, we had a sprint weekend in China. I won't spoil the result for you. All I'll say is that it was our best finish of the season so far. We will, of course, get to spoilers later in the episode, so do make sure you watch that previous episode first. Another sprint weekend here. Dry quali, but mixed conditions in the sprint race. Qualifying itself for the main Grand Prix is very wet, as you can see, but the race itself is fully dry, thankfully. The sprint race will start dry and go wet, so it's going to be a long weekend for us in the recording of 100% race distance. It's going to be a long weekend for Chris editing, unfortunately for him, but fingers crossed there's plenty of action to bring to you that sees us score some decent points. Spoilers incoming for China in just a moment, after we Finished second in the Chinese Grand Prix to give ourselves our biggest haul of points by a long way so far this year. And we're now only 3 points behind Carlos Sainz in the Haas, the driver that we swapped positions with, of course. No other positional change drivers above us in the table. Nico Hülkenberg in the Alpine, below us Esteban Ocon in the Sauber, and Teo Pourchaire, of course, in the Williams. The only other changes as Valtteri Bottas left the sport, just like Nico Hülkenberg did when I took his seat at Haas for Season 1. So I'm going to go and sort my specialists out. We are 5 resource points short of being able to upgrade the next area of the front downforce, which is a pain in the backside, but it is what it is. It will be a major front downforce upgrade, which hopefully will continue to send the car forward in terms of its development and competitiveness. Still, of course, on 105 difficulty. China's just an outlier track where I do really well at for some reason. And, of course, there are a few outlier tracks where I do really badly at for some reason. But Miami doesn't tend to be one of them. We had a good P6 last year in Miami, although I think there was a little bit of fortune about it. But hoping for something similar this season if we can. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Of course, do make sure you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss out on any more. And, of course, be great to have you over on stream to join me so you can watch every lap of every session that we do. Links in the description to Twitch and to the YouTube live streaming channel. I'm going to jump to practice, and I'll see you in a moment. Oh, goodbye. Oh, no, specialists, Jez. Now we can go to practice. Morning, Ben.
Welcome to the Sunshine State.
Oh, it was raining at the
Miami is
beginning
ready.
of fucking practice. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus. Just gonna load the setup, bear with. Miami. Let me bring SRC up.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay.
Oh, good.
With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Thanks, I will. Let's see how competitive we can be now in this car. At this circuit, I'm just adjusting the setup. Obviously, there's been a handful of handling updates since I last raced at Miami, so just making sure that we are set the way that we need to be, which hopefully we now are. Is there a track acclimatization? There is. Good. I'll do that with the inters. Is it going to dry up at all? Yes, in about 10 minutes. Good. So we should be able to get the race strategy and the quali pace done in dry conditions, I hope, anyway. Bring the chat back up in front of me. There we go. We're right in the thick of it here, aren't we? Hello. Sauber's letting me go. Albeit slowly. I get the feeling wet conditions here are going to be absolutely frigging horrendous, but wait and see. Too much green in this, I think. We do not love the rain. Morning, Benny. Yeah, we didn't get fastest lap. We don't think we've had fastest lap at any race so far this season. Please tell me that's purple. Oh, 5 points short. Are you serious?
Okay, the rain should be ending shortly.
Good. Yeah. I'm going to run slightly lower aero, but we have to factor in the stability of the car as well, of course. Ha! It's your birthday today, is it, Ben? Happy birthday, my man. Presumably 27 today, judging by the year in your username. Happy birthday, Ben. I'm sure everyone here will also wish you a happy birthday. One of our most loyal regulars. There you go. That's fucking purple. More than welcome, man. Thank you for your long-term support. Wait until we're on dry tyres before we go out again. Just gonna put that on. There you go. Here's dry tyre time. Let's do the race strategy on the hard tyre. Happy cake day. Yeah, indeed. On me. As we find it, we've got absolutely no grip in the dry as well as the wet. Uppington, Birthington.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
Miami's not the grippiest of circuits at the best of times. Case in point. May babies are better though. IMO. daughter's a July baby. Felix was 6 months old yesterday, was he? Happy half birthday, Felix. Six months already, man. Jesus Christ. Where does the time go? Jude was 5 months old, Thursday just gone. Albeit, he's probably only now about 4 months gestationally. He was 5 weeks early, but... Sarcasm, he is. I've never felt in the feels a Twitch message more in my life. She was 6 3 days ago, I assume. I bet that feels like a lifetime ago. Where am I going? Christ. That was horrendous. Sights to Williams is a good move for both parties, I think, Luke. Especially with the rumoured clause that there is a break in the contract if Red Bull or Mercedes would like to sign Carlos at some point in the future. It's a good move for Carlos at this moment in time. It's a fantastic acquisition for Williams. Track conditions are improving. You're one of 8. Are you, Benny? Jesus Christ. Your parents had 8 children, or were they across multiple relationships? Even still, 8 fucking siblings. Jesus. Or 7 siblings, 8 children. All the same parents, Jesus Christ. No. Your parents are mental, Benny. 8 kids. Youngest is 22, oldest 41. Christ. Youngest is 22, oldest is 41. Should be lucky to be 1 or 2, I think.
Okay, test complete, and that was
Purple, yay!
a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Napoli in ongoing talks with Chelsea to sign Romelu Lukaku, whilst discussions between Napoli and Chelsea also taking place about a move for Victor Osimhen in the other direction. Lukaku would be permanent, Osimhen would be season-long loan and buy option. Hello. Tyre wear is decent, so that's good. I'll try the quali pace one. There's a big difference in lap time, isn't there, between the sub medium and hard here. Yeah. Two of them are fucked off to other countries. Like, can you blame them? Just to escape the rest of you, let alone anything else.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the time.
Australia,
that closest
America,
rivals will be doing.
and
That's what we need to beat.
probably 2 to Australia and 1 to America. Is my guess. Australia, America, and Singapore. I wasn't going to say Singapore. I would have said, if I was going to add another country, I'd have said Germany or something like that, somewhere in mainland Europe. Singapore's an intriguing one. For work, presumably. Yeah, they're all very rich. My brother is president of one of the biggest aquamarine companies in Florida. Wow. Doing well for themselves, though. Very impressive. Well, unsurprisingly, it reckons I'm going to be 20th, but
you might want to give it another go.
I don't really know anyone's shocked at that. Really slow in a straight line, apparently, even though I'm running the low downforce setup. Good. Good. Well, let's retire from session.
Sadly, it's time.
All I needed was 5 resource points to be able to do the one I wanted. We got 260 in the end. Getting slightly more experience. Very close. I say very close. We've just gotten to 79, but we're closing in on being 80 rated now in this driver career. I imagine it's going to take me freaking forever to get to 90 rated, but now comes a fully dry, thankfully, sprint qualifying. I am immediately going to go and put the front wing flap on as we do that, and then I don't think I can afford anything else. Can I afford to redo the... That was 300 and something, wasn't it? Can't afford to redo that anyway. Okay, well, from there, we shall just head straight to sprint qualifying then, and hopefully we do better here than we did in China. Matt, thank you very much indeed for the raid of 227, mate. It's very kind of you. Welcome in, everyone. You join us in the Miami Grand Prix weekend here in the Ferrari for F1 24 driver career. 3 wins for all players.
Who's got what it takes?
Own goals for everyone. Yeah, all's good. Thank you, mate. I hope all is well with you, Hattie and Ralph as well, my man. Exclamation mark spreadsheet, Frithy. We'll get you the spreadsheets for the career mode, be that the player career mode or the financial spreadsheet. Arsenal Dan and Bobby, welcome to the channel, lads. Appreciate it. W raid indeed. What sort of lap times are they putting in? That's what I want to know. We will do 2 runs here, I imagine, probably. I'm going to have to do 2 runs. Actually, let me check what fuel load we've got on board first. Don't want 5.7 laps worth of fuel. Thank you. 2.9 will be plenty. See what we can do with the first lap. If we need to go out again, then we will do. But I wonder whether... Because obviously you only get the 1 set of tyres in sprint qualifying for any given session. I wonder whether a second lap at the end of qualifying on this same, then obviously warm set would actually be faster than it is right now. I don't know. Glad you joined the Cambridge RTV, mate. It's probably my favourite save that I've done so far. I'd go as far as to say. We will be playing more of it later on this afternoon. Once we finish this Miami Grand Prix weekend, we will be moving to FC24 for the realistic Road to Glory career mode.
And we've dropped to P18.
It's because I haven't set a time yet, Mark. It's dry, but it's not particularly warm, is it? It's definitely a lot of cloud in the air. It might actually help tyre degradation if it's slightly cooler. Well, let's be honest, cool in Miami is still pretty bloody hot, isn't it? Morning, Staffy. How are you, pal? Thoughts on George's disqualification? I mean, it's black and white, isn't it? The rules are the rules, and if you're underway, you're underway. It wasn't intentional by Mercedes. It's just unfortunate. Number of different circumstances coming to... Oh, Jesus. Traction there is always horrendous. Number of different circumstances coming together to... We might need to take some downforce out of this. Lewis and Burhan, thank you very much for the follows, guys. I think we might be in Parc Ferme now, aren't we? We are indeed. Oh, good. Right, we're going to take some... For full qualifying and the full race, we're definitely taking some wing out. 1.2 seconds off the pace. For those that are coming in from Matt or haven't caught most of this second season of this driver career, disregard Charles Leclerc's lap times. This Ferrari car is an absolute dog to drive. It's barely upgraded in some areas from Season 1, and it's 6th or worse in the hierarchy of competitiveness in various different areas, be that aerodynamics, powertrain, chassis, or durability. It's not a very good car right now. In the processes of trying to upgrade it with the...
Okay, when you're ready,
the resource points
go.
we're gaining through practice sessions, but it's not a very good car at the minute. So far this season, we retired in Bahrain because the gearbox failed. Have Ferrari. We finished P10 in Saudi Arabia, P9 in Australia, although we were pipped on the line as we're in low fuel mode by Carlos Sainz. And then we finished 2nd in China last time out. That's mainly because China is comfortably my best circuit. Frithy, thank you very much for the brand new Prime Gaming sub, mate. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. So we're going to need to improve significantly. Got Sauber behind me that's actually on his... Why is my front right at 18%? I've not touched a wall anywhere. Well, that's not great.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
I don't need to turn off ERS on the outlet. It's fine. The AI do not use overtake in quali, no. And so neither do I. Let's keep it a level playing field. Purple middle sector, which is strong. As it stands, we are being eliminated. We're down in 16th at the moment. We are improving, as you can see, by about 3/10 at the moment. Need to nail the final corner. Which we've not necessarily done. And we are through to SQ2, although not comfortably. But Miami is another track where you need a lot of high speed, and with the poor rear downforce of the car, we are of course still continually, until the car is upgraded, having to run extra downforce to ensure that the car doesn't just go round and round and round and round. So very much hoping that we can get the aerodynamics of this car sorted sooner rather than later, but it's probably going to be a return to glory Ferrari segment of this first season at Ferrari, second season for the save, and then in our second season at Ferrari, because we signed a 2-year contract, and third season of the save, hopefully then we'll be in a position to go for the championship. But we are into SQ2, and I'm probably just going to go out once here on the new set right at the very end of the session and not worry about running 2 runs. It's probably going to go against me, but I would rather run with the best track conditions, with the freshest possible tyre rubber, and just pray that we put in a good lap. So, Ches,
Checks
go and put in a good lap.
Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
I didn't change my parts for the sprint, no. I'm going to change my parts for the full Grand Prix. Viz, thank you for the follow, mate. Hi, Viz. Or 4 is S93 in Roman numerals? Don't know. Roger, roger. Oh yeah, P15 in Japan. I forgot about the P15 in Japan. Thank you, Daniel. I'd rather forget about the P15 in Japan, though, to be fair. Sun's come out, though. Yeah.
We've dropped to P15.
No, there's no point fueling for 2, because I'm going out right at the very end of the session, Darren. The checker flag will wave whilst I'm on my hot lap. Was it that good, was it? I'd rather forget about that P15. Felix says, we've dropped to P15. Yeah, to be fair, it probably was, wasn't it? Thank you, Mark. The race engineer completely ripping the piss out of me there. Trying to take as little out of the tyres as possible on this outlet. Fuck. Since he updated the effectiveness of the curbs, every time you come back to a circuit, you have to readjust. In Season 1, we were able to really attack the curbs at every track. But then they made the curbs more brutal with a latter update.
Right, that's us pushed
And we're
down
really
into
struggling.
P15.
Oh, I'm super slow. Super slow. But then purple middle sector. They're going to be much better than me through the final turn, though. We're not going to get through to SQ3, I don't think. Pretty sure. We're going to be out of qualifying here and now. Yeah, 26.7. It was a 26.5 from Alonso in P11. It's P12 for us here in the Sprint Grand Prix in Miami, just as it was in China, actually. Although in China it was because I made a mistake on my hot lap. That lap, I didn't make a mistake. I just wasn't very bloody quick. 26.7. I needed another 0.2, or at least a 1.5 to stand a chance of getting through, which we don't have. Fernando Alonso out and Lance Stroll through is a surprise. Esteban Ocon as high as P13 is also a surprise. K-Mag and Carlos Sainz both through in the Hasses. We really did a good job of upgrading that car. I wonder whether we should have stayed at Haas for another year and then come to Ferrari. Maybe. We'll be taking some downforce out for the full Grand Prix, I think. Iker Bravo is apparently going to Udinese. Intriguing. A dry to wet race in the sprint. Oh, good! Can't wait. I say I'm going to take DRS out, and then quali's going to be friggin' wet for the main race. Yeah, look, that's where the car is at the minute. But, so on paper we are the 6th best team, but our aerodynamics package actually is better than it was. That's still 6th best. The chassis is 4th best. The powertrain is 4th best, and the durability is the worst. It's not a good car, this Ferrari, or even close to it. I'm going to just turn the AC unit on for a bit. We're not going to do anything about the grid lineup on the way in. I'll do it as part of a different highlight.
And alongside me,
So, mate, you bagged a podium last race, and I, for one, really enjoyed it. I know you did, so let's see if we have more of that today, please.
And I imagine everyone else is on a medium. Yar. I could whack a soft on and try and take the softs to the rain. What do we think of that, chat? Because the softs look like they'll actually last quite well. Do I just run a set of softs? Because the rain is going to come well before the end of lap 19. I might just start softs. Might be a way to get around our lack of pace in the sprint. With your emotes, let me know. Do I go softs or mediums here? I'm just going to have a quick toilet break, and by the time I come back, you guys will have told me what to do. BRB, only be 2 minutes. The stream fucking died, did it? Oh good, that's handy. When I'm not even here to deal with it. Apologies. Fuck's sake. I've again nothing on my OBS to say that the stream dropped. Fucking honestly, piss me off now. Virgin Media need to sort their shit out. I just buffered for a bit. It does on Twitch. It does say the stream restarted a minute and a half ago. I can only apologise. Hopefully that's the last time or the only time it does it today. I don't know why it does it. Really no idea. Alright, we'll go soft. I'll just do a piece to camera. So welcome to the sprint. We are doing something different here. Everybody's on the medium tyre, so I am whacking on the soft. Mainly because it's going to rain 2/3 of the way into the race, so in theory, we're going to come off the softs well before they die. I hope. Anyway, a risk worth taking, we might as well. We saw how good being on a one-step softer tyre worked in China. We're going to try and do something similar here. I'll put 1.5 laps worth of fuel in. Or 1.5 laps worth of extra fuel, should I say. Again, we'll try and figure out the... the levels for the main race by timesing it by 3. This time we hope that there isn't a red flag. so we can actually accurately figure out what we need to do with fuel. Of course, we tried it for the Chinese sprint and there was a red flag, meaning that all of our fuel calculations went out the window anyway.
Okay,
Should
how was
be
that pull away?
similar conditions in the
At the start, but we
sprint
need warm
to the main
tyres
race,
properly now.
i.e.
Make sure you get some heat
dry
into
to
the brakes
start.
as well.
Oh no, the race is fully dry, isn't it, actually? It was China where it was dry to wet. Here it's just fully dry for the full race. Alright. Well, either way, it should give us an idea of what we need fuel-wise. We'll do what we can. Starting 12th, on a step softer tyre, but going to be slow in a straight
No
line.
rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
If we get points, we're delighted. If we don't, it's no surprise. Who are you with, Ollie? Yeah, good, thank you, Lee. How are you, mate? Make you nervous, does it, me being so close to Alonso? Whoa, whoa, Fernando! Oh no! Fernando! Right.
Decent parking. Let's
Not
try
great
and get a
parking,
good launch as the
actually.
lights go out.
Don't call his name, he's not your babe. Fernando. Right, on the softs, hopefully, this could be pretty good. It also could be terrible. Well, that's Fernando. Too white. Is the Haas going to see me coming? Piastri bounced across the curb. The Haas got caught on the curb there as well. I'm now caught on the curb here. Oh my lord, everybody is Tony Hawk's in everywhere. Are you going for it, are you? Go on, Esteban. Oh my Christ. Esteban Ocon was loving life there, wasn't he? Absolutely went for it. Right. Started 12th, made a position, lost the position to a different car. Still 12th. Now we find out just how slow we are in a straight line. I'm running the low downforce SRC setup as well.
That's a decent start. Good job.
AI, it's like to up the difficulty level, it feels like they just make them faster in a straight line. It's crazy. We will be running less downforce for the main race. I got no choice. I got no choice. Okay, Stephen, it was very nice. I enjoyed it. What did you have, Benny? Tempted to try their new Buffalo Tower.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So the decision to go softs isn't actually meaning I'm any quicker whatsoever. Seemingly. This is great. I don't appear to have much extra pace at all right now. Fuck you, Esteban, I'm coming through. Oh, I tried to give him some racing room though. Oh, warning for a collision. Well, off we go.
A lot of spare energy. Okay to use your
B11! Yay! Gonna have to use a lot of bloody battery. We're gonna need to put the engine braking up to full, I think. It's so annoying how this Ferrari is just rubbish in terms of aero balance. This is not a fun car to drive. The fuck? Let's go for a bonus banquet every time. Rebecca has a vegan burger. A vegan burger? Disgraceful behaviour. Unacceptable, Benny. Don't know how you put up with it. Right, 6/10 we have when I came off the battery. 3/10 by the braking zone. And less than through the turn. Yikes. Hopefully they're really slow through there. Tyres aren't wearing too bad. I don't know why I get that notification, because that doesn't mean anything. Nothing's happened. Whalecome, thank you for the follow on Twitch 2 minutes ago. That notification literally hasn't... There's nothing that it's telling me that has given me a notification for that. Just occasionally, every week or so, just goes... Brrrr, for no reason whatsoever.
Gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Might just been outside of DRS there, actually. We have dropped the cars behind from DRS, though, which is good news. We're slowly reeling in those in front. It is mainly because they're fighting. There's a yellow flag behind me, or is it in front of me? I'm not sure at the minute. I think it's behind. Someone's doing something. It's an Aston Martin. It's going to be Fernando Alonso, yeah? Alonso is out. Not only did he qualify poorly, something on his car has decided to go bang halfway through the sprint race. So very much. Well, that's one car that won't be overtaking us at the very least. And we are in DRS range now of the cars in front. So we'll try and close in on them. It's a Mercedes and the two Haas at the minute. And that Mercedes is in the points for the sprint race. P8 is there in the form of Lewis Hamilton at the moment. Cannot get power down out of that final turn to save my goddamn life.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Oh, fucking... Talk to me about the rain, Mark.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Good.
Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Did it not go well, Benny? It's just constant wheel spin all the way out the final turn to like
Right, the
fourth
gap
gear.
to the teammate ahead of us. 7.9 seconds.
Got the downshift. Oh my god, we've got DRS for this section. Let's go. Not much happening in this sprint so far, is there? Not for us, anyway. There's a lot going on in front of us. K-Mag and Lewis Hamilton going wheel to wheel. Christ. .2 seconds to the two Alpines behind, or 2.2 seconds and then 3 seconds actually, a bit of a gap. Nico Hulkenberg's opening up on his teammate. 215 miles an hour down the straight. Hamilton's going across the curb. Whoa! Like, that's one thing about the handling that is absolute dog shit. Everything else they've improved, but the fact that you get a giant kick of oversteer when you change up a gear and lessen the revs is ludicrous. It makes no logical sense whatsoever. You upshift to nullify wheel spin. You don't upshift to then get shit tons of wheel spin. Gameplay's really broken in that respect. Lost 6-2, still a decent chunk of prize money. You take it. Both Hasses now past the Mercedes in front. Just shows you how good the Haas car is. Oh, Lewis has got an issue, that's why. There you go. That's why the Hasses are past the Mercedes then. Lewis with a problem, so we're going to have to see off both of our former cars to stand a chance of getting a point in this sprint race. Still waiting for any update of the rain. There's barely a cloud in the sky at the minute. I'm starting to fear maybe we made the wrong call with the tyres. I'm going to go for it on Lewis. Oh my lord, I got that entirely wrong. Oh, I'll just stay behind. Sorry Chris, this has been an absolute shit show so far. Might just restart that highlight here and then mention Lewis's issue. Both Hasses now past the Mercedes in front, but Lewis has a mechanical issue that is making him slow, which is the reason why both Hasses have been able to see off the Mercedes, and hopefully we'll be able to see off the Mercedes here as well. Try and go around the outside of him at the final turn. He's probably going to clout over the curbing, which he has done, but and he's then clouted over the next bit of curbing as well. We just got the drive. We're up into the top 10. But in the Sprinter Cross, top 10 isn't good enough. You need to be top 8 for points. Oh my god, the rear tyres are not enjoying life right now. And Magnussen is, quite frankly, in a different universe with the pace that he's put in since seeing off Lewis Hamilton. He's disappeared. 3 seconds down the road in a lap and a half is just ludicrous. So the Haas car is significantly better than this Ferrari right now. My tyres are, well, worn, as you can see. We have not had the pace.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking
Look at the difference in straight line speed!
best tyre for now.
We've not had the pace on the soft tyre compared to their mediums at all. In China, the medium compared to the hard gave us an unbelievable start to the main Grand Prix. This soft tyre here has performed the same as the mediums, but just degraded quicker. I don't understand it, but it's the situation we find ourselves in. We'll try and take Lewis again into the final turn. He's going to go defensive late. Try and force him deep. Get the move done. And again, oh my god, the wheel spin is just absurd around this stupid bloody racetrack. Again, we're into the top 10. I'm going to go defensive here into turn 1 though. I'm going to have to go defensive into turn 1. Right, rain, please, hello. Time for you to start coming now. Like, they take a tenth out of me just on acceleration out of that corner. It's mental. Look at the speed difference. Why are the AI so quick in a straight line? It's a mixture of the AI being super quick in a straight line here in Miami and continually this shithouse Ferrari. You'd have to use mods for that, Jamie. At the moment, I wouldn't say it's a regret moving to Ferrari,
Teammate ahead, 13.9
because
seconds.
it's a Ferrari at the end of the day, and ultimately we have the opportunity to upgrade the car. But it's certainly not been a step up. The step up we hoped that it would be. The soft tyres are done.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
It's not going to come quickly enough. Rain in 10 minutes is just not helpful. We needed the rain to fall about now, basically. Which it might well have done. Because ordinarily, the forecast, just whatever is forecast tends to happen sooner than is forecast when you have it set to approximate weather conditions. But the past 2 or 3 races where we've had rain supposedly coming, that actually hasn't been the case. So I don't know whether they've changed the algorithm or something in the way that the game is coded and how the approximate weather forecast works. But it is not happening the same way on this game, this second season, as it always used to in the previous games. So that's something we're going to have to adjust to. Don't even think about it yet. And soft tyres are just gone. Another sprint race that is just going to yield no reward whatsoever. Cool, just fucking spin for no reason. Don't mind me. Very good, Sean. Shepard, thank you for the follow, mate. There's no reason for the car to let go there. I'm consistent with the throttle and brake application. Good. This is good information, I guess, for the race, for the Grand Prix, about the tyre life of the soft tyre. Because after 10 laps, they're basically unusable. I've got nothing. Absolutely no defence whatsoever to that.
That's us down a place.
We are just going to tumble now. This is going to be very much a race to forget. Please, can I just have some decent Ferrari rear downforce so I don't have to continually put too much on the car? If I could run the same wing levels as the AI, I could be more competitive in a straight line. But I can't. So I'm not. Just gonna get eaten up here.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
That's Albon through. That's Ricciardo through. No, it's not. It's Hamilton through. Albon makes a mistake. Hamilton goes into him. Down to P14. Oh, God. Get me to the end of this race. Oh my fucking Christ. This Ferrari is worse than almost any other car I've ever had in a driver career. Stay in a fucking straight line, you shit cunt car. Feels like a Season 1 My Team car, not a Season 2 Ferrari. Rear tyres are hot as well. Another reason why we've got no pace in a straight line.
Okay, slot in behind and try to keep up with them. There might be an opportunity to take the place back.
Not only are they more worn, they're also running hot. This is just an absolute clusterfuck. I honestly might just retire at this point. You know what? I think I'm gonna. We're going to pull into the pits at the end of lap 13 and just, quite frankly, retire the car. There is no point continuing. We're going to take downforce off for the
Confirmed
for the main Grand Prix.
this lap.
time to retire from session. We're going to take downforce off for the main Grand Prix. I'm running a low downforce setup at the minute. And it is still horrendous in a straight line. So, good! The whole point of retiring is so that you don't go back out on track. Alright, cool, whatever. Where did Charles finish? P2. Lovely, of course he did. K-Mag 7th, Sainz 8th. Lewis finishes 10th in the end. Ugh. I don't like this Ferrari car. I am wondering whether it was a bad decision to come to Ferrari in this save right now. Because that Haas is the better car. And that's what we were in. Brandon, thank you very much for joining the Patreon at the VIP tier, my man. That is very kind of you indeed. I will deal with that immediately. If you could do me a favour and drop me a message on Patreon confirming your Twitch username, that would be fantastic, please. And when your current subscription expires, that would be superb. Thank you, Brandon, mate. That's very, 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 very good of you indeed. We'll update the spreadsheets accordingly. I don't want that one. I'm going to need this one. Yes. And then, I mean, what is it? XX Brandon 22XX. When does your current subscription expire, Brandon? If you could let me know, that would be great. We will add you to the end slate for videos as well. And if you could leave your comment on the Patreon post with regards to your player details, that would be great, and we will add you into the career mode save when we move on to FC later on today. If you could do that for me, that would be wonderful. I'll add you to the end slate for videos. Welcome to the gang, my man. It's very kind of you to show that level of support. What floor did I want? That one. And then we can give you the, what do I want, community roles manager. You sent me something on it on Twitter, have you, Ryan? Let's have a look. No, not bloody hell. And VIP badge, save. And then I want this one. And we will add your player details when the time comes. Thank you, Brandon. Make a note of this one here. Wings you had to use. 22 front and 10 rear. Wow. Yeah, I am not running that. That's absurd. Patreon. Brandon. You should have a VIP badge now, Brandon. If you refresh. That's a fake account, Daniel. That's Slow Sports News, not Sky Sports News. Yeah, I am running about 22 and 10. I'm running roughly 10 more on each. But the fact that you also struggled with straight line speed proves that maybe it's not just the Ferrari, it is also a setup thing. We'll adjust that for quality. I need to change my components as well before we go into qualifying. Luckily, that was a sprint weekend. Well, that was a sprint race, so now we can go into the main Grand Prix and adjust accordingly. Not worse than getting slow sports newsed.
Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Not me. I don't have what it takes to get pole. Right, let me adjust the setup. Bear with. We already did have max engine braking. Oh, good. Right, it's gonna be wet in this session until at least Q3, I'd imagine. Let's have a look at the weather toggle. Most OP AI tracks are Brazil and Bahrain, I think. Right, so the rain should be gone by the end of Q2, I think. We should be dry tyres by Q2. What we might do is add a little bit of extra fuel and just go and do multiple. We're not going to need any of the intermediate tyres for
Standing by.
for the race. So any tracks where the AI were too easy, well, China stands out as a track where I'm significantly faster, doesn't it? But I don't know whether that's just me. I don't know whether you guys find that you're super quick in China as well, or whether it just so happens to be a really good track for me personally. Good at Imola, really. Well, we've got Imola next, haven't we? Imola, they were OP in a straight line, weren't they, last year? Now I've got no downforce or traction because we're in the rain, so this is going to be probably a nightmare session. Just shit. I've not played a Lego game for years. They were very good though. I'm just driving around at fucking quarter throttle because I've got no traction anywhere. Wheel spinning
That's us down
fifth.
into P16 now.
It's not even been a sideways step to Ferrari, this has been a backward step.
Charles is sitting in pole position.
Of course he is.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Oh, fucking Laura. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
It's just wheel spin everywhere. The track is getting better and better and better. It's going to be a case of being on the right tyres at the right time with the weather. We could see some shock exits here in qualifying 1. Fuck you, you stupid cunting game. Why is Miami just zero grip everywhere? So fucking annoying. It's just Drift Simulator. Bring back F123. Jesus Christ. Handling's fucking ruined. Anyway. We've improved lap by lap. Oh, I'm going to do it again. We've improved lap by lap so far because the weather is improving, the track is improving. Even though we've got more and more worn intermediate tyres, as the fuel burns off and the track gets slightly drier, the pace improves more and more. I don't think I actually have enough fuel to finish that lap. It's going to be a case of being on the right tyre at the right time here in this qualifying 1 session, because the sun is going to be out very soon and the track is going to start drying, but I'm not sure whether we will be on dry tyres at the end of the session or not. I'm going to advance close-ish now and give myself enough time to react to put a new set of whatever tyres I need to on. They're still out on inters at the moment, so we will put a fresh set of intermediates on. We're not going to need them for the race, so we could put a fresh set of intermediates on here. I had fueled for multiple laps previously, so I'm going to fuel just for the 1 lap, and hopefully we can go fast enough here to get ourselves through to Q2. I've taken significantly reducing downforce steps. I basically have halved the front and rear, well, I've halved the rear wing and taken the front wing down by 40% compared to the sprint, because quite frankly it's just dead. Now it stopped raining, but everyone was out on inters, or at least most people were out on inters. Don't tell me that some people, the very last people, have gone out on dry tyres here. No, they haven't. So everyone is out on intermediate tyres. The current 5 fastest drivers aren't going again. That might be a mistake. It's definitely still quite wet, or still damp enough by the looks of things. The track surface is still a little shiny, but it's going to be very close to the crossover period. Very close. I wonder whether we could have put some dry tyres on, tiptoed around the outlap, and then the track would have been dry enough for a set of soft tyres by the end of the session. Certainly Q2 is going to be run in the dry.
Okay, you've fallen down the table, currently in P9.
But we have to make sure that we make it through and out of this session. We're currently P9, Charles Leclerc P10. Everyone's starting their flying lap now. I will do the same, and hopefully we'll be able to improve. Just any sort of rear grip would be lovely. I do not like this racetrack. Track's so much quicker. So much quicker. Those 5 that have elected not to go out again, I'm sure are going to get eliminated. They're out. There's just no way that they survive. We're 1.2 seconds up through the first sector. They're gone. So out of this first qualifying session is going to be both Mercedes, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and Fernando Alonso. There's no way in hell that they survive this session. Terrible decision by those drivers or those teams to not go out again. At least we can say we're comfortably going to make it through to Q2 now, because there's no way that we don't beat those 5. All I've got to do is finish the lap, and we'll definitely be through. Which is a welcome relief after the way that sprint weekend went, or sprint Saturday went.
We've dropped to P17.
Not for long. Charles Leclerc goes fastest with a 32.699. Just trying to concentrate on getting the power down. 33 flat, I think that was, for me. Which is good enough for P5. Well, we know who's eliminated, so let's just go straight to Q2, shall we? To rather obviously confirm for you, Max, Lewis, George made it through. He just so happens to be the one driver left. There were 6 that didn't go out, and 5 of them have been eliminated. But look how much the track improved by. George was 2.9 seconds off the pace, and Esteban was 1.2 seconds off the pace. So the track improved by the thick end of 2 seconds. Unlucky, lads. Means we get to save a set of tyres as well. We should be able to save a set of softs for the race. Lovely. Oh no, we won't because that's annoying. I'm not going to make the same mistake as China. We are going to go out and do 2 runs here. Now we find out whether we've actually got any pace with a significantly lower downforce. Purple sector 2. I tend to get purple sector 2 anyway and still don't necessarily have a great lap. 28.8. Someone had a penalty there. Who's got a penalty? Could have sworn that just showed someone with a grid penalty. We'll find out in due course. Might be because of components changed. It was a really terrible final turn.
We've dropped to P15.
It's good enough for P3 at the moment. P3 at the moment, but Esteban Ocon was faster than me, so says to me that the track is continually improving, and those that set earlier lap times are significantly going to improve. We know how fast the soft tyres die here now, thanks to that sprint race. So 29.006 for me. Shall significantly slower, but undoubtedly everybody will get much quicker as the session goes on again. Callum J, thank you for A, the follow a few seconds ago, and B, immediately subscribing with your Twitch Prime. Thank you, mate. We'll go out again at the end of the session and try and improve, which we should be able to do on a fresh set.
Okay,
If I can avoid it, I don't want to touch the soft tyre at all in the race. It's probably going to be a medium hard or a hard medium one stop, if possible. coming from YouTube. Been watching the Cambridge career. Appreciate it, Jake. Thank you very much. Or Callum, sorry. Thank you very much indeed for the support on the Cambridge save. We will be recording some more of that later on today. Glad you've been enjoying it, then, mate. We'll take it easy on the outlet. Not put too much through the tyres. First save on FC25 will be Manchester United. It's the current plan. You can tell by the delta that, again, the track has significantly improved. But this time, no one's making a mistake. Everyone is out on circuit setting another lap time. No one's going to make the same mistake as they did in Q1. Especially George Russell. I mean, Théo Pourchaire in the Williams has just set the fastest lap time. So that shows you how much the track is improving by. Like I say, I've halved my rear downforce. And by about 30 to 40% taken front downforce out as well, as per our learnings in the sprint race. So we should be, hopefully, much more competitive in the race. And fingers crossed, challenging where we ought to be. Thank Christ for the sprint race, though. That's all I can say. If it weren't for the sprint race and us being able to basically test the setup, we'd have been absolutely screwed. I'd have been finishing last without any shadow of doubt in the full Grand Prix if that were the case. As it happens, we go 12th here. So even with fresh tyres and an ever-improving track, it is 12th only again. Despite the change in downforce levels, still a full second off the pace. I don't know what I need to do at Miami. More than I apparently am. Unbelievable. I do not like this racetrack. And I do not like the lack of grip that this Ferrari gives me. This car is so bad. I wish you could feel how bad the car is. You can see how bad the car is, but I wish you could feel it as well. It's just an absolute tractor. I'll come to Mercedes, I think. I might want to. Ah, thank you, Brandon. Current sub runs out. Oh, does it run out today then? Does your sub run out today, Brandon? There's a post on the Patreon, Brandon. If you could leave your player details on that post on the Patreon page, that would be great. Put the 31st as the date.
Welcome to the Magic City. We're here at the Miami International Autodrome, the home of...
Well, Charles was showing some decent pace with this rubbish car, but that's just because he's in the AI. He's pole, apparently. Charles Leclerc can drive this car, I certainly can't. It's the sixth best car. How is Charles Leclerc putting the sixth best car on pole position? Doesn't make any sense. It makes me look like an absolute mug when I'm not a mug, but how is he putting the sixth best car on pole? It's like Lance Stroll putting it on pole in real life. It just doesn't make any sense. Charles Leclerc drives.
Taste for that champagne last time out, so let's see if we can...
Last time out, I retired, mate. Well, lots of different strategies at play here, evidently. Mediums, softs, and hards at play by multiple different drivers. Lots of softs behind, lots of mediums in front. It's either a one-stop or a two-stop. And there's really not much between it at all, as you can see there. I would be tempted to do the two, actually. Personalised, it does say that the two is faster for me, but I would actually go onto the hard tyre in the middle stint. Is there rain coming? No, it's fully dry, isn't it? I'd rather go onto the hard tyre in the middle stint and then go onto the mediums at the end. I don't really want to do 15 laps on the softs if I can help it. I'll try and bring that forward a bit, because we know that the softs just die after about 10. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up boxing at about lap 10 anyway, looking to undercut, but the two-stop is going to be faster for me in terms of my own ability and pace. 3 laps worth of extra fuel. Loads of different strategies at play. So we are throwing caution to the wind and hoping that things get better for us. Because, my God, it has been another nightmare weekend for us in a Ferrari. I feel like Sergio Perez right now in this save. Thank you, Nathan, for cheering me up just a little bit with a 2-year Prime Gaming sub. Chat, you'll have the same prediction as yesterday, I think. P8 or higher, P9 or lower. No, you know what? I'm going to go P9 or higher, P10 or lower. Will we just sneak into the points, or will we get into the points a little bit further? You guys tell me. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break and cool the office down as well, because it's already 28 degrees in here, and that is not fun right now. Nor is it going to be any more so as the day goes on. BRB. last few finishes, Glon, have been... Well, this season has gone DNF, 10, 9, 15, 2. So, all over the place, basically, is the answer. Although we just retired from the sprint race because we had no pace. But we have significantly altered the setup since then. Time to believe. I don't know whether I believe or not. Here comes the test, though. Me too, mate. Me too. For the content.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Is the thingy still working? Yeah, feels like it's slipping off. You still working? 107? You gonna change? Are you working still? Yeah, 108. Okay, good.
No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good.
I wouldn't be so sure of a cheese masterclass, to be honest.
Okay, that's not an
Oh,
ideal placement in
sake.
your grid slot. You're going to need a good launch at the race starts.
As well. Right, here we go. 57 laps of the Miami Grand Prix. I have got half the downforce on the rear wing that I had in the sprint. And a third Thanks for driving into me, Esteban. And fucking Nora, get off me! Oh my god, restart. Why do the AI do that? They just don't fucking acknowledge you. I'm pissed off already. We've not even got past the first turn. Running half the rear downforce that we were in the sprint. and a third less front downforce than we were in the sprint. So hoping for a much more competitive time of things here. Getting attacked, but not passed by Yuki Tsunoda. We are still P12 as it stands. Lots of different strategies at play here. Some will be on a 1-stop, some will be on a 2. It's very rare that you actually see almost the exact same race time for a 1-stop and a 2-stop, and that teams will be genuinely standing a chance with either strategy. But hopefully we'll be much more competitive in a straight line here, which will ensure that we're much more competitive overall. Oh, I thought about it more actually. Yuki put the willies up me there by having a look at the inside and making himself look massive in my mirror. Max Verstappen is already up to P13. He's flying in the Red Bull. He'll have started a long way back. I actually didn't show you the grid on the way to this. No, I did show you the grid. I was just too busy talking about Charles Leclerc being too good. I actually didn't take in the grid. So, other than Checo and Russell swapping rounds and Magnussen and Gasly, everyone's kind of basically where they started. Max Verstappen started 16th and he's up to 13th. Alonso's gone forward a couple of places as well. Teo's gone backwards. Haas 19th. Oh, sorry, Sainz 19th in the Haas. Where's George? Oh, no, George made it through, didn't he? Q1. George actually in third right now. Very lucky, that boy, to make it through the qualifying session in the manner in which he did. Here we go, then. Come on. Please let me be more competitive in the full Grand Prix. Otherwise, this is going to be 57 laps of absolute sadness.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres. So try to get...
Fuck off, Max. Right. Are we competitive in a straight line? Yes. Competitive at least. Not dominant or strong, but not uncompetitive. At the minute in this Ferrari, not just not being uncompetitive and shit-ass slow in a straight line is half the battle. From there, you have to try and figure out how to drive the car. But you've got to make sure that you're just not getting swept past on the straights like you're in an F2 car to begin with. The fact I've had to basically halve the downforce all around the car is absurd. Shows you how bad this Ferrari is. And how strong the AI are on a straight line at this circuit. I wonder if the tyres are going to wear just as quickly. Seems to be. Tozzy, thank you, my man. Hola, 54 months, my guy. Cheers, pal. I get a run on Esteban here. I might go for it. Well, I've got the run. Is he going to go defensive? He's gone defensive. I'm going to go for it. Go around the outside of Esteban Ocon if we can here. Deep on the brakes. It's a really wide exit at that corner. So you can really go quite fast into it and quite deep and still keep it on the racetrack. That has been successfully done, and we are up a position. P11! Yay! Okay. We go again. Albon's going to do the same, I think. He is. Be careful not to go into the back of Nico Hulkenberg here, but again, deeper, keep it on the track. Alex is fighting it hard. He will have to give it up though, because I'm not going to let him get the inside line for the chicane. We're up to P10. Forward momentum being earned. We might well have found the sweet spot we're set up here in Miami. Thank Christ we're able to do the sprint race and figure out that we certainly weren't in this sweet spot. But now we might genuinely have a really solid race. Going to the hards, I'm probably still going to box earlier than lap 12, to be honest. Go on about lap 10 and then try and make some time. Need to make sure I can stick with those around me though. I need to not make mistakes like that with loss of traction. Keep the momentum moving forwards. I think everyone in front of us now is on a medium or hard tyre. Double check. Just everyone apart from Sergio Perez in P1. Perez leading the way. He's currently the only other soft runner further forward than us in this race. My car wants to do is spin there for some reason. I am using my overtake button. Shut up, Mark.
Understood. Copy that.
See you, boys. Bloody hell. Down to P12 from P10. He's too busy trying to tell Mark to shut the balls up. To concentrate on getting a good exit. Stupid engineer just does not shut up. Says the same things to you 5 times a race. I know! You told me that in the last one! And last lap. Leave me alone. Maybe? Maybe not. DRS is going to be important at this track though, so even though we're boxing early, we are going to have to make sure we put in decent lap times. Otherwise the undercut won't work. No DRS for Alex Albon here, so he's going to be a sitting duck. It's going to be a really straightforward overtake. And we're doing to him what he did to me last lap. Trying to save some battery, to be fair. Again, gone deep, kept on the track, just inside the white lines. Williams is very fast in a straight line, but we've gotten the job done. And now they're continuing up through the chicane, which means we will have DRS for this next part of the racetrack, keeping ourselves competitive. Come on, Ferrari. Pull the finger up. Charles Leclerc leads the race. Sergio Perez is tumbling, probably because his soft tyres are dead. Mine are already very worn. Again, proving why the 2-stop is probably necessary for us. Everybody's fighting really hard here in these lower point scoring positions. The front 4 or 5 have disappeared. We're losing so much time here. So much time. Hulkenberg and Verstappen going at it. It really is just single file through here. My bloody DRS. So we stick to the inside. Let's use a lot of battery, but trying to defend the position, which we've done well. And by using so much battery, we might have gotten ourselves to within DRS of Nico Hulkenberg, which we have done. Good. Came back on again. Purple middle sector, but it's because I drained my battery down the straight, to be fair. Fernando's getting pretty annoyed, stuck behind me at the minute, which is fair. I'd be annoyed if I was stuck behind me too. Nico is just able to maintain DRS range on those in front as well at the moment. Still the front 4 in a race of their own. Lewis Hamilton now up to P13 behind. Verstappen is up to P8 so far. I'm probably going to box next lap, I think. I almost don't want to give up DRS though. My rear right tyre is hot though still. The softs do just burn really hot. Just because the amount of wheel spin that you get. I'm probably going to have to box. this lap. Please let me keep DRS. Please let me keep DRS. Thank you.
Okay, mate. Hulkenberg ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
So you've done that, and then you put the diamond over Alonso. Traction's just disgusting. No rain at all. It's just going to be a stupidly hot day all the way through. Oh, box 11. Is this sort of just losing time? Nah, bollocks to it. I'll box now.
Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, forget
In for a set of hard
now.
tyres,
Focus
please.
on the pit stop.
That lot are losing loads of time battling each other. Just a quick stop. Please give me a quick stop. Thank you. In the last race, there was a really slow front wheel change that cost us a good 2 seconds. Now, we're going against the grain here. But I'm hoping that brand new set of tyres at this circuit where tyre wear is very high, I'm hoping that the undercut is going to be pretty strong. We're going quite away on these. But this should be good. We got no DRS obviously, but I'm going to try and use my battery to try and nullify that effect as best I can. Want me to go to lap 36 on this set. So I'll try and do. It's a long way though. No, I want that one. I've only got used softs now. Going to be slightly used, but used nonetheless.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 31.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. Your last lap time, 1 minute 30.5.
31.7. It's the gap to Charles. We'll judge it next lap and see if we're actually gaining or not. With a sector. Come on. Alex Albon, the only other car to pit then so far.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 31.5 seconds.
Christ.
They're on old mediums. They're in first. And the time last lap, 1:30.6.
I was only 3/10 faster than Charles Leclerc that lap on brand new tyres. Kind of hoping for more of an undercut than that, to be honest. Albon's gone mediums. He'll go hards at the end. I presume he's doing another stop.
Albon behind. They're on fresh mediums. We think they've got one more
Yeah.
stop.
Puppy, thank you for the follow, mate. Sorry, it was 10 minutes ago. I've been concentrating. It's really hard to see the racing line with all the sunshine into the final corner. Sergio Perez in the box. In and out. He was on softs to begin the race. Initially was leading, but got swamped as his tyres went off. 6 seconds to gap to him. He's gone soft medium, so I presume he's going to go hard at the end as well.
Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
There are lots of going hard puns to be able to be made. The Willy behind us will be going hard at the end of the race. And the Bull in front will also be going hard too. Everyone's going hard, apart from us. We're already hard. Might be some more soft runners in a moment. Or not. Maybe this group in front. Yeah, in they come. That's all the soft runners in now.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Oh, everyone but Daniel Ricciardo apparently. Hello. Hard tyres last forever around here, they're just really slow.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 30.9 seconds. They're on old...
Barely gaining on
They're in
Charles at
first.
all.
Time last lap, 1 minute 30.8.
It's like a tenth a lap or so. Literally. He did a 30.8, I did a 30.7. I mean, I guess it's nice to know that the worn mediums are still pumping in lap times, which bodes well for us later in the race. It doesn't help us really undercut much on those significantly faster cars. Yeah, good, thank you, Barry. How are you, my man? That's terrible. Just off work, nice. DRS on Yuki Tsunoda. Effectively, this weekend is what we needed in Japan. In Japan, we were as we were in the sprint race, just slow in a straight line and not competitive. At least here, we had the sprint race to test that setup and then be able to alter it for the full Grand Prix. It's always tough because on a single lap in qualifying, we're not as uncompetitive. We're more competitive in quali than we are in race trim. So sometimes qualifying can give you a bit of a false perception of what the race is going to be like. And you think, oh, actually, I might be competitive enough. And then you get into the race situation with the full fuel load and find out that you're just driving a coach down the straights. Daniel Ricciardo has taken those soft tyres a long, long way. A long way. He might be one-stopping soft to hard, even soft to medium, perhaps. Yes, a long way to go on a set of softs. They're just going to be so dead now. But our tyre wear was about on par with the race practice programme. It said that our tyre wear was 1.02 times the expected, so 2% higher than expected. I'm just really, really glad that we're so much more competitive in the race. We retired in the sprint, Barry. There's Max Verstappen coming out of the box on another set of soft tyres. Or did Verstappen might have started on mediums, actually. No, Verstappen has gone soft. Well, I guess actually because he was out of qualifying in Q1, he does have an extra set of fresh softs to go to, doesn't he? So they're going to utilise that at Red Bull. And Max Verstappen is going to be lightning fast in this middle stint. And he's actually going to have the opportunity to go soft medium rather than soft hard medium. Which would have been ideal for us, but he's upped the gap from 0.8 to 1.5 seconds in the first sector alone. That shows you how quick the soft tyre is compared to the hard. Max is going to make a lot of ground in this middle stint. Alonso's also gone soft by the looks of things too. Up to P13 again though. Progress being made.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 29.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. Your last lap time, 1:31.0.
Alright, that was 0.7 faster, that lap. Yellow flag. Coming up to it now. Not sure what it was for. Really not sure what it was for. Okay, intriguing. Someone did something, but not sure what it was or why. The mystery continues. Oh, it was behind me, was it? Fair enough. Looked like it was in front. Yeah, it might have been Tsunoda. Surprisingly, Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the race.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 28.3 seconds. They're on old medium.
Gap's really coming
They're
down now.
first. And the time last lap, 1 minute 31.2.
Their mediums have started to hit the cliff. We're now lapping about 7 or 8 tenths a lap faster than Charles Leclerc, whereas at the beginning of this stint, we were only going about 1/10 of a lap faster. Now is the time where our undercut is hopefully going to make its most amount of effort in recovering a decent race position for us. I believe this is our net race position at the moment, though, with everyone set to do one more stop. Whether that's, oh god, whether that's anytime soon or not, I don't know, but I believe everyone that's running at the minute has one stop left to make. Those that are on mediums and haven't stopped yet will go to hards. Those that are on hards that haven't stopped yet will go to mediums. Everyone that was on soft has now gone to mediums. And I mean, Checo might be able to make the mediums go to the end of the race, but that is a long, long way. So I expect them still to stop. And Tsunoda's still on the same medium tyre that he started the race on and just going backwards. But we think he's had a spin. I don't see Checo keeping his seat, no. He had a great qualifying session in Belgium and then just went backwards in the race again. Red Bull will get caught in the Constructors' Championship if they don't replace Sergio Perez, or if Sergio Perez doesn't improve his performances significantly between now and the end of the season. Come on, Pierre, hurry up. I want the DRS, but costing me loads of time here. Fernando Alonso on those other soft tyres is very much showing some interest. Excuse me, Pierre. Thank you, mate. Bye-bye. If you could hold Fernando up, that'd be lovely. Thank you. Slows Alonso's progress down for a little bit, at least. And we have dropped them from DRS range as well, which is even better. Thank you, Pierre. Fernando will be past him now, but saves me half a lap's worth of aggro against Fernando Alonso. I don't think it'll be Ricciardo that goes to Red Bull. It might be, but I don't think so. It's not exactly been lighting it up in the RB, has it? Yuki's been having a better season, more consistent season. Fernando's going to get me here, but we'll try and stick in his DRS as long as possible. The soft tyres are not brand new. They'll still have quite a bit of pace, but they won't be lightning quick. So we should hopefully be able to have some sort of DRS drag along here. DRS drag along is over. So still have quite a bit of performance in them. It wouldn't surprise me if they put Liam Lawson in now.
Seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. Time last lap, 1:31.3.
Ocon's still pretty quick in a straight line. It's just got nothing in the corners. The fact that they're that slow in the corners, but still that fast in the traction zones in a straight line, sort of makes you question whether the AI just really need a complete rewrite at Miami. Excuse me, Mr. Ocon. More progress to be made, thank you. Is that Charles in? It is.
Charles is in for his stop now.
So they took their mediums 25 laps, but they were really, really poor comparatively lap time wise from about 18 or 19 laps onwards. So I'm going to try and extend this this hard stint, if I can, to allow to have only competitive lap times out of the medium tyres when we get them on. We're up to P9 now, right behind our teammate. I say right behind, 3.5 seconds behind our teammate. Probably going to box lap 38, maybe? About 38. To put on the set of mediums. He wants me to stop 36, but I would like to go a little further if we can. Who wouldn't like to extend the hard one? It's Hulkenberg in. George Russell's in as well, but George Russell is soon to be out. Here he is. Bye, George. See you later, mate. We've got a glimpse of George Russell and a glimpse of Charles Leclerc. And that's all we're going to get all race, I think. Just a glimpse of those podium positions on this occasion. There's still decent points to be had here today. We just put the performance in between now and the end of the race. Thank you for the follow, Ace. Welcome to the channel, mate. Where does it say will come out? 17th. Christ. Steady. That's fine. Stroll is showing some really good pace here in Miami. Feels like the Aston Martin drivers have swapped over. The last couple of races, Lance Stroll has been significantly outperforming Fernando Alonso. Alonso has been a driver that has picked up wins more often than rarely in this save so far. But on the odd occasion, he has 2 or 3 really bad Grand Prix and Lance Stroll just takes over. I think we're currently running a net. Well, I say a net. Lando, Piastri, Verstappen, Perez and Alonso all have to pit again. So we're currently running 4th. But we also have to pit again. I could run these to the end, but they would be super dead. So we will have to pit again, but we'll be going to the medium tyre. No, I don't. I want the British Grand Prix to continue to pit Silverstone. Don't think we need to see the return of Donington or Brands Hatch or anything like that. But with the zero funding the race tracks get from the government in this country, I don't think you'll ever see anywhere other than Silverstone be the British Grand Prix in our lifetime. Unless the BRDC go bust. I don't think there was an F1 game that had Donington Park in it.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
Are they? I feel like my lap times haven't been erratic. Uh, 30.8, 0.4, flat, 0.3, 0.8, 29.9, 29.8. I mean, they've not been erratic, have they? Just, that was when I didn't have DRS, and this is when I did have DRS. And they're asking me to... I've been doing nothing slower than a 30.8, and they're asking me to average a 33.2. I'm like, yes, I'm going to do that. Yeah, MotoGP would have had Donington Park on. actually gonna let me take a screenshot of that. Feed that back. Your lap times have been erratic. Please achieve this average lap time that's 3 seconds slower than you've been lapping. Oh, I need to pull the office down as well, to be fair. Give me 2 minutes. Christ. Holy moly. It is warm. 93 was the last time F1 was at Donington. Was that... It's 30 degrees in here right now. 93 was the year that Senna did the 5th to 1st, right? Or 6th to 1st on the first lap. European Grand Prix, yeah. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. Thank you very much indeed for the raid. Let's have a quick check of that before we start driving again. It's Mr. Dong! Or Domehead, as his raiders are saying. Thank you very much for sending everyone across, Hayden. Appreciate it, mate. How did your Singapore you were in today, wasn't it, with Aston Martin? How did your Singapore Grand Prix go? Or how, if Hayden hasn't come, those that have raided, how did Hayden's Singapore Grand Prix go? Hayden's here. Hello, mate. Appreciate it, dude. It's very kind of you. You join us in Miami, and at the minute it's as hot in my office as it is in Miami, so we've taken a short break just to cool the office down. Singapore just about missed out on the win. Podium's a podium though, isn't it? We take those. We got a podium in our last race here in this save in China, a P2. Realism, you were in the sauna for Singapore. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm in Miami and it's muggy as fuck in my office right now. We're both living that real life dream. Although, I mean, you're a full body workout, I'm a thumb workout, but still. It counts, okay? Oi, oi, oi. He's warm. 30 degrees in here right now. To give you those that raided a quick recap, We are in a Ferrari. It's season 2. We were season 1 at Haas. Performed admirably. Got the step up to Ferrari. The Ferrari is the 6th best car on the grid. What's the 5th best car on the grid? My old bloody Haas. So it's been a backward step to go from Haas to Ferrari. Ferrari did not upgrade their aero department barely at all throughout the entirety of season 1. We started with the 8th best aero package on the grid. We've since been able to upgrade it to the 6th best aero package on the grid, but it's still a bit shit. Charles Leclerc is performing like Charles Leclerc would anyway, regardless of the supposed competitiveness or lack thereof of the car. He won in China, got pole here in Miami, and is performing. He hasn't finished outside the top 6 so far this season. I've only finished inside the top 6 once so far this season. We were DNF in Bahrain because the gearbox died. Very Ferrari. We were P10 in Saudi, P9 in Australia, P15 in Japan. All 3 of those Grand Prix we had ERS failures. How very Ferrari. Then we were Ferrari 1-2 in China, but anyone that knows my driving and my ability on the F1 games knows that China is an outstanding track for me compared to everything else. We actually won in China in season 1 in the Haas, although we were still figuring out the difficulty level at that point through the launch period. And we qualified 12th here in Miami and are currently running 9th. We do still have another stop to make to go to medium tyres. And Max, Sergio Perez, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz, Alex Albon, Daniel Ricciardo. Lots of drivers still have another stop to make as well. So we're on for a decent finish. We just need to make sure we can follow through, so to speak. So that's the scenario at this precise moment in time. I'm just going to have a quick toilet break if you will allow me the luxury of going for a whiz. I don't want to do it in my race seat, a la real life. And then hopefully the office will have cooled down by a couple more degrees. And we shall continue on racing. So give me 2 minutes and we'll be back in a moment. I appreciate the support. We've gone down a degree. Good? I'm not just going to sit here for 20 minutes. We've gone from 30 degrees to 29 degrees in the office. Good enough for me. Let's crack on. Appreciate your patience, guys. My Wii got the heart rate up, did it? 132! Christ. Anyway. The heat makes my heart rate go up for sure. It was indeed an exhilarating Wii, you're right, Finn. Well, there's Lando in for his stop of his hard tyres. He will go to mediums for the rest of the race. Big lock up in front. We'll be going to mediums for the rest of the race from about lap 38ish. That's the plan. We're currently lap 33 here. Planning on stopping 38 to put the medium tyre on. And that should see us through to the end with relatively competitive lap times the entire time, rather than having the lap times completely fall off as the medium tyre dies. Still running very hot on the rear. 110 degrees rear right. It got slightly overheated on the soft tyre. I'm hoping that the medium doesn't overheat in a similar fashion. Wondering, well, in theory, lower tyre pressures, with the game this year being more realistic with the way that tyre pressures affect the performance. If I ran lower tyre pressures, they would be even hotter. So running maximum tyre pressures is ensuring that they're as cool as they could be, but it would be nice if they were a bit cooler. There you go. As expected, the other McLaren is in the very next lap, as is Sergio Perez. So we will overtake the two of them for the time being and be up as high as P6. Perez started on the softs and went to the mediums. He's, whoa, now on the hards. And Piastri's just gone hard, medium, one stop. So some are two stopping, some are one stopping. We're one of the two stoppers, but we're two stopping in a different order to everybody else. Up to P6 currently. With two drivers in front still to box again, similar to ourselves. Absolutely, I would, Jamie. I was before I came on stream. You guys don't need to see that. There you go, Alonso's in as well. Curious to know what Alonso's going to, because he's softed. Verstappen's in as well. He's going to the medium. Wonder whether Alonso's going to soft. He's going soft, medium. There you go. Soft, medium for Alonso. Soft, medium for Verstappen. Soft, hard, medium for ourselves. Because we didn't have an extra set of new softs to go to. Not that I probably would have run them anyway. I probably still would have favoured the soft, hard, medium or the soft, medium, hard. But up to P4 for the time being. But we do still have a stop to make. In 4 laps time. 35, 6, 7 and 8 we will box. It reckons I'll come out 13th at the moment. Then we'll be hunting drivers down again. Hi, Max. Max is a bit quick on these new mediums, isn't he? He just took 2 seconds out of me in the last lap. Plus. Right, 2 laps to go till we box. Was inevitable. Verstappen's like Thanos in this save. Might have something to do with it being Channel 5 as well, Jamie. Hey Nick, how are you, mate? Where is 13th? Is it behind the Haas? Behind 13th would be where Ocon, between Ocon and Sainz, which is basically the back of the gaggle behind us, isn't it? And we'd be having to fight through an Alpine, an Aston Martin, both Haas's potentially, to try and get back into the points. Verstappen 2.8 seconds a lap quicker than me right now. 2.8 seconds, my Christ. We are boxing this lap to get off this set of hard tyres, because they're pretty done. Brandon, thank you for gifting a sub directly to Jamie. That's very good of you. Jamie, welcome back to the gang. Brandon's feeling very generous today. Thank you, pal. Doing, Chaz? Who's he looking at? In my mirror. Go on, Lando, through you go. I'm not using any battery down the straight this time, just so I've got as close to possible full battery when we come out of the box to try and utilise the fresh tyre as best we can. So, in on lap 38, Perez is right there as well, about to take me to. I could have maybe tried to make the most of some DRS, but it was pointless really. I would only have had it for that start straight. There's no way to have stuck with him through the first sector. So please a quick stop. Thank you. Where will we come out? Well, basically with Ocon and Sainz as we anticipated we would do. Might just come out in front of them, alongside perhaps. Oi, oi, oi. Hello, Carlos. Myself and Carlos Sainz are inseparable on a racetrack. All of season 1, And most of Season 2, we've been right with Carlos Sainz for so much of our racing. Right. 15 seconds-ish to Lewis Hamilton for a point. Can it be done? I hope so. Need to not lose any time battling with Sainz and Ocon. That was terrible, Chess. Roughly 30 seconds to P6. No, not happening. How old are Sainz's tyres?
That's Sainz behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps
Yeah,
old.
that's all.
Your last lap time, 1 minute 28.6.
Josh is hopeful. All good, thank you, Tonga. Glad to hear it's all good your end as well, my man. Disappointing. I've not had the Olympics on above me all day yet. Let's do that now. Oh, table tennis. Table tennis is fascinating because they're just ridiculous, aren't they? They're so good. China versus North Korea at the minute. Table tennis, I should add, not world politics. I don't think are these tables, are Olympic tables smaller than real life ones, or is it just it might just be the nature of the camera angle. Triathlon still postponed, is it? They were going to have a thing at 2 a.m. this morning, weren't they? A check. I think it's a regular sized table tennis table. Oh, they are slightly smaller, are they? Mr. Hulkenberg, can we please get a bit of a shift on? Of course, Carlos Sainz is coming with me. Myself and Carlos Sainz, as we've said multiple times, inseparable on the racetrack. 9 seconds to Lewis now. We've closed the gap by 5 seconds in the last 3 laps. So I think we'll get a point today. It's just a case of how many. Are you going to go defensive, Nico? Thank you. Ease off the brakes. Yeah, the overtake down around the outside. I think I might just have gotten DRS there as well. I did. Lovely. Thank you. Inside line, DRS. Not quite as straightforward as I hoped it would be, but toodaloo. And if you could hold up Carlos Sainz through this first sector, that would be wonderful, Nico. Thank you very much indeed.
Okay, mate, tyres are currently
Oh.
running too hot. Please keep those tyre
Thought for a
temps
minute.
under control.
Thought for a minute that was going to be something
Okay,
dying.
mate, that still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid. But look, let's move on. Get your head down and chin up and focus till the end of the race.
That didn't take long, did it? It's impossible not to get two hot tyres on that left-hander. Or Morning, Sparks. Oh, this is the gold medal match, is it? Oh, yeah, it literally says gold medal match at the bottom. Well, the tables are a standard size. It did look a standard size from the other camera angles. The rugby flats. This is our next position at the moment, yes, but we are rapidly closing on the two in front. The camera angle may still look smaller, yeah, but you're right. Probably being black rather than blue or green makes them look smaller too. Just fools the eye, doesn't it? How come you don't play any more flits? We've dropped sights, thankfully. Nerve damage, yikes. Probably well advised to stop playing rugby. Yeah, your back's kind of important to everything, really. Tyres are doing okay. About 2% a lap. Maybe less than. Oh, no, 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 not again, not again. Ferrari, please. Another point-scoring finish taken away from us. We are taken over 10 seconds out of Lewis Hamilton and Kevin Magnussen in the last 7 laps. And for the second time in 6 Grand Prix this season, and for the 5th time in 6 Grand Prix this season, something dies on the car. Gearbox retirement race 1. Races 2, 3 and 4 saw ERS faults that were thankfully able to be fixed. China was perfect. We finished second. And in Miami, the engine gives way. Our luck in Ferrari is like Ferrari. Max Verstappen started at the back of the grid in the race. He started P16 and won by 8 seconds. Charles Leclerc on the podium, which is great. The team picking up points, but another retirement for us this season. I've got a rating rivalry at the minute with Lance Stroll, apparently, which I'm drawing. Although I'm losing loads of my experience there across all areas, thanks to the DNF. Thankfully, my recognition is still the same, but Charles Leclerc is obviously absolutely bossing me. Oh, the pain. That's points taken off us again. We absolutely would have gotten at least P9 in that race. Maybe higher, but guaranteed P9. No sign of any secret meetings at the minute to entice us away from Ferrari, but
it seems as if you have a new rival.
Praying
this
that
is a perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in the sport, and to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
I don't like working with you. It was the MG UK that gave way. The MG UK died on me, and as such, so did our chances of any points in that Grand Prix. So Charles Leclerc has 91 points. I have 21 points so far this season. I think we're in a position to get points in Bahrain. Maybe. In Miami, we would have gotten at least 2. But never mind. Bugger. Okay. It is what it is. We go again. And again will be Imola, where last season we got a P12. So not anticipating actually having a very fun time of things in Imola, but hopefully some parts pass on the way there, please. MG UK, oh, the irony of it. MG UK reliability testing's just gone through. What just failed on the car? The MG UK. Thanks.
Without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Oh, good. Still waiting for these parts to be done. That's 11 days until the front downforce is done. And then we'll probably go for drag reduction just to make us faster in a straight line if we can. Weight redistribution and weight reduction are very important as well to, help the balance of the car. The fact that the chassis is still only 2 of 6 is definitely contributing to the balance of the car as well. Engine power's fine. We could upgrade that if we wanted to right now. I'd be tempted to, just to help our straight line speed. In fact, I think I'm going to. It's going to be ready for Canada as well, provided it passes, which is going to be very helpful indeed. We're not going to be able to do the drag reduction for a little while then, nor the weight redistribution or weight reduction. In fact, weight reduction we might be able to do just after the Imola round of the championship. But the car is still 6th or 7th on the list in terms of performance index. Please don't rain in Imola. Thank Christ. It's sunny for the qualifying and for the race, and we'll make sure that we have competitiveness in a straight line from the off there. I mean, we're a ways away. We're lost in the midfield at the minute, aren't we? Between the bottom 4 and the top 5. Well and truly lost. This Ferrari is continually a bit of a dog of a car. We will go for better in our first home Grand Prix, Imola and Monza in Italy, of course, and our first opportunity on home shores to do something for the team. That, well pointed out by chat, the Haas is now the 3rd best car. Why didn't I stay at Haas for another year? Because Ferrari came knocking, obviously, but who could have anticipated the Ferrari being A, this bad, or B, the Haas performing as well as it has done continually throughout the course of this season? Oh my lord. Never mind. We just have to have faith in the process. Trust the process. The process is failing us. Join me in Imola for the next one. Thank you very much for watching this particular round of the championship. We pray for better again next time around. Forza Ferrari. I'll see you in Imola. Sag. Unbelievable. No worries, IB. We do need to get a thumbnail. So let's do that quickly before we go any further. Oh, what are the chances, mamma mia? Please, why you die on me all the time? Oi, oi, oi. Hello, Valtteri. How are you? Right, let me save that footage. Which is going to be in this folder. F1, S2, 6. Miami. Get a thumbnail image. No. Bang, bang, bang. Battle with Nico and Carlos, yeah, not bad. We'll see what it offers us. I'm actually getting blisters on my thumb. This is fucking China, Ches. It's not take me that long to realise. Oh, it's not there. It's not saved it. Oh, good. Well, insert stock Ferrari image at Miami then. It's not saved either the sprint race or the feature race, so that's good. All right, cool story, bro. Right, I'm gonna go and grab some lunch very, very quickly. I'll go offline and come back online and restart the stream so that everyone gets a push notification to know that we're going on FC24. Feel free to go and grab your snacks of your own. We'll only be offline for about 10 minutes or so, so do make sure you stick around or come back. Either or. I'm sure we'll be able to tell you in chat when to refresh when we go back live. I will not be offline for long though, so join me in about 10 minutes time for some FC Road to Glory with Cambridge United, where we continually try and move up the championship table.